Good morning. Actually, it's good afternoon. Good afternoon. Hello, hello, hello. My name is Andrea Harrison. I am the Chief Shine Officer and Show Up. I am the Chief Shine Officer and Show Up Strategist for Shine with Andrea. And we are live. We are live. Let me go ahead and share this with my crew. All right. So we have been talking about suddenly, the verse Amos 9:13. We have been talking about our suddenly. We've done a couple of, all of last week, we had several different versions of what we were talking about, waiting for suddenly, waiting well. We talked about how the facts don't tell the whole story. We talked about how when we're waiting for our suddenly, God is working behind the scenes. We talked about how when the suddenly happens, that it's not suddenly. It is for us, but for God, He's been working behind the scenes this whole time. And so the verse that I have been reading every morning for the past, well, all of last week, from not this past Sunday, the Sunday before, and every morning when I wake up, I declare this over my life. I declare it over my Shine crew. I declare it over my family. Yes, indeed, it won't be long now. Things are going to happen so fast, your head will swim. One thing fast on the heels of the other. You won't be able to keep up. Everything will be happening at once. And everywhere you look, blessings. Everywhere you look, blessings. And so today, instead of just focusing in only on the blessing, today I wanted to focus in on what each phrase reveals about God, reveals about His nature. And so I have some notes that I'm going to be referring to. What's that? Can you give that to me, please? I mean, can you not see how important this is? Can you not look at this and see how important it is? He went out to check the mail, y'all. And look what came in the mail. And he has the nerve to stand in front of me fiddling around. Y'all, look! Look at my Brandon mama on the cover of Hope magazine. Look at that. Doesn't she look beautiful? Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. And check it out. Right inside the back cover. Y'all need to get your copy. Right inside the back cover. Look at that. What? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It has Hope Spring and Summer book guide, and then right at the end of the book guide is Show Up and Shine. Oh my gosh. So you guys know that I am one of the hosts. Myself and Cheryl, we host Hope Chat Live, and that is every Tuesday at 12:30. And let's see, Cheryl is doing the first two, so she did one. There's one more, and then I'll do the next two, I think it is. You know, I'll post and let you guys know. But ooh, look at this. This one, this article is Rooted and Rising. What it means to build a life that lasts. And oh my gosh, look at the inside. Oh, I don't want to show it to you and give it all away. I don't want to give it all away, but here, look, I'm gonna show you real quick. But the cover is gorgeous. Hey Jay, hey Rick. Oh my gosh, look at the back. So the last thing in the magazine is Hope Spring and Summer Book Guide. Hope Spring and Summer Book Guide. And then look at that. Ah! Y'all got to get your copy. Y'all got to get your copy at Hope Magazine. I think it's hopemagazine.com. Oh my gosh. Dream again, build again, rise again. Cheryl Pullings on why this season of life is just the beginning. Oh my gosh, it talks about perimenopause. You might want to get a copy for your wife, Rick. The Hope Book Guide, our seasonal reads, Dreaming After 50. It's right on time. Spring into Radiance. The seasons must beauty essentials. Hey, Miss Carolyn. Look at that. Okay. All right. Yay! Oh my gosh, that just came in as I was just about to start talking about today's topic. That Gordon literally went to the mail and brought it in. Hey, Shanta. Hey, good morning. Good afternoon. Got to get used to saying that. All right. So today, like I said, I want to teach this verse phrase by phrase. Instead of focusing only on the blessing, I want to focus on what each phrase reveals about God. And that kind of gives us something to hold on to while we're waiting for suddenly. So we're in Amos 9:13, and I'm going to try and just go through this really quickly. Like I said, I've got notes. And so let's just jump in, okay? So if you are waiting for suddenly, I want you to go ahead and write suddenly. If you're waiting for suddenly, I want you to go ahead and write suddenly. And what I do want you to know is that my girl, TJ Mercer, she wrote a book called Waiting for Suddenly. Okay, she wrote a book called Waiting for Suddenly. And if you want this book, it is actually free at waitingforsuddenly.com. All you have to do is pay for the shipping. Okay, so if you are waiting for suddenly, just go ahead and drop suddenly in the comment section. And if you don't yet have this book by TJ Mercer, it is a really good book. If you don't already have this, go to waitingforsuddenly.com, waitingforsuddenly.com. All right, and get your free book. All you have to do is pay for shipping, which is like $6, I think. Okay. Rick says me and Naraya are going to call you when she gets home. Yay! Before my live so she can thank you. Oh, she got it. Oh, was she happy? What, did you videotape her opening it so I could see it and be a part of that too? I won't be mad if you didn't, but all right, I see y'all. Y'all are waiting for suddenly with me. We are waiting together. All right, so one more time. Yes, indeed. It won't be long. It won't be long now. Things are going to happen so fast your head will swim. One thing fast on the heels of the other. You won't be able to keep up. Everything will be happening at once, and everywhere you look, blessings. You didn't have your phone on you. What? So you need to say, okay, Naraya, pretend to open. Act surprised. No, I'm just kidding. All right. So we love to quote this verse because of the blessings, right? Because of the promise of the blessing. But this verse, this isn't a verse just about the blessing. This really is about the nature of God. And that's what I want to focus on that's what I want to focus on today. It is about the character of God. So we're going to slow it down. All right. That doesn't mean I'm going to spend all day on this. I mean, we're just going to take it one step at a time. So yes, indeed. Okay. Yes, indeed. Let's look at this quickly. Yes, indeed. What is God starting with? Out the door. What is he starting with? He's starting with certainty. He's starting with certainty. It isn't maybe, it isn't hopeful. It isn't, we'll see, right? You know, remember back in the day when you asked your parents a question, you asked them for something and something you really wanted, and they would say, we'll see. Okay, we'll talk about it later. That isn't this. Okay, God starts with yes, indeed. How would you have felt if you would have gotten a yes, indeed from your parents when you asked for those Legos or asked for that Cabbage Patch doll? All right, so this isn't maybe, this isn't hopefully, this isn't we'll see, this is yes, indeed. Can y'all go ahead and type yes, indeed? And please share this with somebody. Go ahead and share it. Tag somebody that is waiting for suddenly, because this is going to be good. Okay, this is going to be good. Tag somebody that is waiting for suddenly. I know y'all are working. A matter of fact, tag people that you know are normally here. I know the time is a little bit different today, but I'm going to go ahead and tag Miss Vita. I know she's working. Not sure if she could come on, but I'm going to tag her. I'm going to tag her anyway. And we'll see, you know, who can. I'm going to tag Lisa, and I'm going to go ahead and tag Tara. I know she's not feeling well, but we'll see. You know, perhaps God healed her. Dr. Lynn is in the building. Pew, 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 pew. All right. So, and let me go ahead and tag Chandrea, because this is going to be good. That's right. Tag Franny. Tag Franny. All right. So, hey, Dr. Lynn. So, again, this isn't maybe, this isn't hopefully, this isn't we'll see, this is yes indeed. God doesn't make tentative promises. So that is something that, if you want to write that down to remind yourself, God doesn't make tentative promises. This is not about, yes, you made it, honey. I'm happy that you're here. This is not about, he makes certain promises. Okay, he makes certain promises. So our confidence isn't in our circumstances. Okay, our confidence is in God's character. Okay, so I want you to think about that when you're thinking about your situation, when you're thinking about your struggle, when you're thinking about your hardship. Our confidence is not in our confidence is not in our circumstances. It's not in what's going on. It's not in that. It is in his character. So that's why I want to break this down, and let's talk about his character. Okay, what promise has God given you that you've started treating like a possibility instead of a certainty? So I'm going to ask you a couple of questions along the way. Okay. What promise has God given you that you've started treating like a possibility instead of a certainty? I'll go ahead and put that question in the comments for you. All right. Number 2, it won't be long now. Okay. So that is the second part of the verse. It won't be long now. So God's timing is never random. It's not like, oh, well, maybe no, God's timing is never random. His timing is certain. To us, it feels like a long time. Remember that's what I said earlier. It feels like a long time. When you're waiting for suddenly, it feels like it's forever. And then when it happens, it feels like, oh my gosh, this just happened suddenly. But God is already working behind the scenes. There's things that he's doing in us. There's things that he's doing in our situation. There's people that he's putting in position, places that he is preparing for us. He's working behind the scenes, okay? So when it talks about God's timing is never random, to us it feels long. To God, everything happens exactly at the right moment. Exactly at the right moment, okay? Waiting doesn't mean God isn't working. When we are waiting for suddenly, that doesn't mean God isn't working. Waiting often means he's aligning people, places, times, and he's preparing you. He's preparing me. Okay? He's preparing us. Okay. So what do we take from all of that? Delay is not denial. Can somebody type that in? I'm going to do it too. I really need y'all to interact with me today, because you already know. Let me see. I need y'all to react with me today. Come on, y'all. Delay is not denial. Okay, go ahead and put that in. Put it in for me, but put it in as a reminder for you as well. Sometimes it's divine preparation. Okay, sometimes it's divine preparation. Number 3, this is the next part of the verse. Things are going to happen so fast. Notice he didn't say fast. He didn't say things are going to happen fast. He said things are going to happen so fast. Okay, so God can do quickly what took years to prepare. I see y'all. Thank you. Thank you. God can do quickly what took years to prepare. So we often measure progress by what we see, right? So like when we were building our home, our very first home back in August 2004, we would always travel up from Tampa to Spring Hill, and we would go and we would look at the progress. It was exciting, when we saw them lay the foundation, and we saw them put the structure up. So all of the wood, what do you call it? All of the wood that they would then put the sheet metal on, and the electric, and of course, plumbing went in first, and the electricity, and then the windows went in, and of course, the roof, the trestles, I think that's what they call them. Is that right? I think so. Gordon, the mailman just went up. Yeah, I went out there. Yay! Something that had to go in the mail. And so we often measure progress by what we see, right? So if you go and you look at a house and you see that all of those things that I just, shared with you are done, to us, it looks like, okay, it's happening, right? But depending on your perspective, you might be like, it's taking too long. Or depending on the timing, it's taking too long, right? God measures preparation by what he's doing behind the scenes. He measures preparation by what he's doing behind the scenes. So Joseph waited for years. David waited for years. Noah built for years, right? And then everything changed suddenly. Okay? So never confuse slow preparation with slow power. Okay? Never confuse slow preparation with slow power. All right, I promise you I'm going to try and get through this quickly. Number 4, one thing fast on the heels of the other. God doesn't always restore one area. He doesn't always do it for you in one area. A lot of times we ask for one thing, but what God is preparing behind the scenes, he wants to bless your whole life. He doesn't want to just do it in one area. Sometimes he wants to restore multiple areas at one time. Okay, so you're looking at peace, provision, relationships, opportunities, healing, favor. Okay, when God opens the door, he isn't limiting it to he isn't limiting to fixing one thing. Okay, he isn't limited to fixing just one thing. All right, so this is what I want you to ask yourself. Have you been believing too small? So I'm going to go ahead and put that in the comment section for you. Have you been believing too small? Are you just asking God to fix this one thing, this one little area, this one little box over here that's, driving you crazy because things are not happening because of this one little thing? But God likes to bless us all. God likes to bless our entire life. He likes to do multiple things at one time. Okay? Thank you, Jay. Thank you. Number 5, you won't be able to keep up. Okay? This isn't about being overwhelmed. Okay? I know when some people hear that you won't be able to keep up, they feel like, oh my gosh, it's going to be too much. Man, when it comes to God's blessings, it ain't too much. And it isn't about being overwhelmed. It's about being amazed. It's about being grateful. It's about, you'll be able to look back and say, I never could have orchestrated this. I never could have orchestrated this. Okay? All right. God's blessings often exceed our plans. Okay? So don't limit God's ability by your imagination. Okay? Number 6, everything will be happening at once. Everything will be happening at once. Have you ever been blessed by that? Have you ever been blessed like that by God before? Where everything is happening at once, so many blessings, one after the other, your head is swimming, right? Sometimes we think God works one prayer at a time. He doesn't. He's answering prayers you forgot you prayed. There's some prayers that we've prayed for so long that sometimes we forgot we prayed it. Sometimes we've given up. We've given up. We've lost faith. He's answering prayers that we forgot. He's opening doors that we didn't even know existed. You're asking for this, and he's giving you this. Okay? While you've been focused on one breakthrough, God has been preparing for several. All right? Number 7, everywhere you look, blessings. Everywhere you look, blessings. So notice something. The blessings weren't created overnight. Okay? They weren't created overnight. They were already being arranged. Remember what I said? When we are waiting for suddenly, to happen, God is already working behind the scenes. Okay? He's already working behind the scenes. So the blessings weren't created overnight. They were already arranged. Now your eyes can finally see what God has been doing all along. See, when it happens, that's when it's like, we're like, oh my gosh, it's here. Oh my gosh, this blessing is so big. I can't believe it. Look at all of these things, one thing after the other. And we're surprised. But sometimes the miracle isn't that God started. Sometimes the miracle isn't that God started working. The miracle is that you finally arrived at the season where his work became visible. Whoo, that one right there. Let me go ahead and copy and paste this one for you. Yes. The miracle is that you finally arrived at the season where his work became visible. All right. So while you're waiting for Amos 9:13 to unfold, I want you to stay faithful. I'm speaking to myself too. We are in this together. We are in community, and we are in this together. I want you to stay faithful. I want you to stay prepared. I want you to stay peaceful, and I want you to stay expectant. Remember, we talked about waiting for the Amazon truck to pull up. When we order something, we know it's coming, especially if you got Prime. You know that it's going to be there the next day, or they tell you exactly what day, and it shows up then. And we are always looking out the window, peeking out the window, opening the door, looking to see if it's there. That's how we need to be waiting and expecting God. Okay? When we're waiting for our package, we are not panicking. We are not worrying. We are not doubting. We're not doing any of that. Okay? The same way you wait for your Amazon package is the same way we need to wait. We need to wait on God, knowing that beyond a shadow of a doubt, he's going to show up. He's not going to be late. And if it doesn't come at the time that we expect it to come, or the time that we think we need it to come, it's still going to come, and it's going to come right when it's supposed to come, because his timing is what? Let me go back up. His timing is never random. His timing is never random. To us, it feels like a long time. But to God, everything happens exactly at the right moment. Okay? So your assignment isn't to force the blessing. It's to become the person who is ready when God releases it. All right. So let me go ahead and put that in the comment section for you. And if you saw the post that I put up before this live, probably about 15-20 minutes before the live, it had a t-shirt and it said suddenly. That t-shirt is available on my website at shinewithandrea.com. And you can go to merch and you can get it there. But let me see. Let me give you, there are a few new t-shirts that are on the website. So you can go and just, go to Shine with Andrea and then click on merch. But this is for the suddenly t-shirt. I'm going to give you the exact link for it. Okay. All right, so let's close this. Let's close this up now. I have a closing challenge for you today. Okay, got a closing challenge for you today. Which phrase do you need today? I want you to tell me. If you're watching in the replay and you got this far, thank you. Thank you for being here. I want you to answer as well. Okay. Which phrase do you need today? Do you need yes, indeed, because you need certainty? Do you need yes, indeed, because you need certainty? Do you need this phrase? It won't be long now, because you are tired of waiting. Be honest. God can take our honesty. He can handle it. Okay. Do you need this phrase? Things are going to happen so fast because you've forgotten what God can do. Do you need that today? Do you need this phrase? Everywhere you look, blessings, because you need hope again. Which of those phrases do you need? Let me remind you of something. God didn't include every phrase in this verse by accident. Each one is an invitation to trust him a little bit more. Okay. So, let's do that together. Oh, Dr. Lynn said, thank you for teaching this series, Andrea. God is definitely stretching me through this and waiting for my suddenly. Yes. Amen. Yes, absolutely. Affirmative. I am right there with you. I am right there with you. All right, y'all. So, if you're able to, grab a t-shirt, grab a Suddenly t-shirt. There's a couple of other things there as well. But grab a t-shirt and wear that, reminding, and the t-shirts start at $20. And I think they're $20 up to, extra large. And then I think at 2X is when they increase by $2 each. Okay. But grab a t-shirt and, that'll help me while I'm waiting for my suddenly. But grab a t-shirt and wear it proudly to remind other people that their suddenly is coming. All right. So if you got here late, I showed this. Gordon went to the mail right as I was going live, and my Hope magazine came in. And in the back of the book, in the back of the magazine, they have Hope Spring and Summer Book Guide. And so they show you the books that are hot this summer. What? In the name of Jesus, I thank you for my suddenly. Woo, baby. And if you want a really good read on waiting for some suddenly, then grab this book from my girl TJ Mercer. It is free. You'll get the book for free. All you have to do is pay for shipping. All right. And so that's let me put it in here for you. Waiting for Suddenly.com. waitingforsuddenly.com. All right. All you have to do is make sure you click and you'll see where all you have to do is pay for shipping. All right. All right, y'all. Thank you for being here with me today. I told you I was going to get you out here quickly and suddenly. All right. I'm waiting with you. Let's wait. Let's wait well together. All right. Love you guys. Bye.